I know that I always talk about the same thing with this darkness situation, but I get it now. It's the
Darkness.
costumes. The costumes need to be on point. And that
Need to look
Superman,
serious.
I'm sorry?
The costumes need to look serious.
They need to look serious, and if they don't, then your movie isn't dark enough.
Right.
You know? So like if you look at a movie like Man of Steel, the reason that they were able to get that they were able to get that darkness and that dark feel from it and that seriousness from it is because of the costumes.
Right.
The costumes were so good. That Superman suit has never looked so good ever.
Right.
Ever. It makes Superman look badass. It looks like if he was to fly up to me with that, I'd be like, holy crap, I'm gonna die now. He's gonna kill me. This guy he means business. You know, it's not just like knee highs and a cape. It's like dark knee highs and a cape. And it just works. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, I mean, it's a complete different costume, you know, based on the old Christopher Reeve that everyone was used to.
Right.
The bright blue, the bright red. You know?
Exactly. Like get away from those bright colors.
Right.
But I want to just make a comparison to Thor's costume, which is a completely different, like, it's just the DC versus Marvel. But if you look at Thor's costume, it looks cheap. It looks like plastic, bro.
And which one are you talking about? Because in the first Thor movie, the costume was different from the Avengers. Or are you talking about the latest one, the Avengers?
I'm talking about all of the movies.
All of them.
Even after it was different, it still looks cheap.
Right.
I
think they're refining it a little bit. I mean, in this Thor: The Dark World, it's because it has to be the signature Thor with the shoulders out to here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like those globe sphere looking things. But
that's okay. That's fine. Like you can do that.
Right.
However, you need to make it look hardcore. So if you click on that link that you put in the show notes, right, where Agents of Shield with the Thor crossover.
Okay.
And just look at the costume there. Just look at it there.
Okay.
And that looks like crap.
Right.
It looks like crap, bro. I can't even. That whole room looks like crap.
Right.
You know? Like, look at that little Staples chair. That's a Staples chair he's got. That's plastic. I don't want to see that. You know?
Right. What we're talking about is there's going to be a Thor crossover on the Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. program, which we were talking about this a couple episodes ago, that Marvel was going to use this Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. program as a conduit, for little tidbits of the bigger Marvel films that are coming up. And you know what, man? As much as I don't really like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I watch it because, I'm a Marvel fan. I don't necessarily agree with it, but when you really think about it, it's genius of them getting this weekly program, to satisfy the weekly, need for any type of Marvel any type of Marvel information or anything like that, really, that you want. Which I guess information is kind of wrong, because the show is a CSI program with a Marvel label on it. But again, we kind of called this.
They keep you hooked. They keep the Marvel name relevant while doing this.
Right, and that's the thing. They're gonna keep you hooked by when the next Avengers come out. I could bet you that they're gonna have a tidbit on Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. again. Showing leading up to the Avengers, or like a small clip after. It's like all those clips that they show after the credits in their movies. People stick around for that, and if they include stuff like that into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., people are going to stick around for it as well.
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah. That's actually, man, you may have just given them an idea. They need to put you on the payroll right there.
Right.
Because I'll tell you, that's probably, it's something that they may have not thought about. Like, oh, man, I mean, I'm sure they have, but I'm saying,
yeah.
It's evident that that's kind of like
that's where this show is going.
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to be any mind blowing story or anything like that, or let's say for the person who refuses to watch Agents of Shield, I think they'll still be able to get by. But I think it's just a great tactic in order to include these main Marvel characters into this show, which is full of a bunch of nobodies. I don't want to offend anybody, but I mean, except for Agent Coulson, really is the only one in there that matters.
Yeah, nah, you're not offending anyone. These people are laughing all the way to the bank. these people are like,
they're tuning in every week. Who cares, man?
Exactly.
I bet you there's people that are even surprised. Can you believe this?
Right.
Yeah, man. So anything else to add on Agents of Shield?
I have to watch this show. I actually just pulled it up on Hulu here.
Okay.
And it looks like there's a few episodes and a few things that I can see on there. So I'm happy about that. I'm happy that they're doing it like in line with the season. I see that that all the episodes are up pretty much. I like that, and that they're leaving it on Hulu.
Right.
Which is something that like just everyone just needs to start doing that, man. Like you have to it's like for all us cord cutters. I have no TV. Right. I have a TV. I just don't have any cable. So
yeah,
I like that they're available on Hulu. That's cool.
Yeah, definitely. The specific episode that we're talking about here, when Thor is going to appear on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., is going to be the November 19th episode, which is kind of weird. The name of the episode is called The Wall, and Thor comes out next week on the 8th, so it's kind of weird to the point why include him. Shouldn't he be on this Tuesday's episode with the movie coming up on Friday, which is weird. So it's actually the week after, which kind of goes hand in hand with what I was saying before, man. A little tidbit after you've already seen the movie. So if you really like the movie and you want to see a little bit more, go ahead and tune into November 19th episode.
So yeah, that's I'm gonna check it out. We shall see.
All right. Another story that we had here was the Star Trek 3. Okay, which is not going to be directed by J.J. Abrams, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We all know this. I mean, since he took on the Star Wars Episode 7, he has his hands full. Man, I remember the internet was saying, well, how's this guy going to do it all? How can he do Star Wars and Star Trek? You know what I'm saying? So, obviously, Star Wars is taking precedence over Star Trek 3. So they got Joe Cornish coming in to direct. A little bit lighter on the lens flares, I assume.
Yes, that I think everyone is hoping for that. I think everyone is hoping for that, because I'll tell you, J.J. Abrams he definitely went kind of crazy with that.
Joe Cornish, he directed Attack the Block, which is a pretty good movie. It's about aliens invading, and then there's a bunch of kids in the ghetto kind of hold their own against the aliens and stuff like that. Pretty good. Yeah, I gotta check that out. I wonder if it's on Netflix or something. Most likely. Attack the Block.
Whoa! I just saw a picture of Attack the Block, and I just saw a picture of it, and it reminded me so much of like the Avengers cover.
Right.
Dude, you got to check it out. Go to Google, put in Attack of the Block.
Here, I got it in right here.
Oh my goodness, this looks like... Dude, it is like the same. And then just do another window and just make another window and do the Avengers.
Yeah, I see it. They're all kind of lined up, with one person in the foreground.
Yeah, dude, it is just like... Oh my gosh.
Yeah. The movie, it's not bad. I remember when it first came out, kind of flew below radar a little bit, but the more people that saw it, everyone actually liked it.
Yeah, I gotta check that out, man. Oh, one other thing that's not on this list here.
Okay.
but I'm just gonna add it. Is and this is I don't know. I like to bring up like old movies like this. This movie Lawless with Shia
LaBeouf.
Yeah.
And isn't Tom Hardy in that too?
Tom Hardy, yep.
I never saw that.
You know, dude, you should check it out because
it's a true story?
It is
Is it
I'm sorry?
Story? Is it a true story?
It was a true story about three brothers, you know, and they were moonshiners, and they were quote unquote indestructible. And it is a say again.
They were indestructible. What?
Yeah.
They had superpowers?
No, like they just said, like, you know, like legend has it that the three brothers were indestructible.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because like the crazy things that happened to them in the movie is just like, wow, this is nuts. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, like these guys are getting shot. These guys are getting their throat cut. These guys are, you know, just taking bullets left and right, knives, all kinds of different things, and they don't die. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, but it was a good movie. I thought it had some, you know, I felt like it had some good acting.
So were they drunk the whole time? Is that why they couldn't feel any of the stabbings?
Right. That's you know, I guess you see that's why I like to throw these things at you, because I was confused. I was just like, dude, I have no idea why these guys don't die. Right. And look at that, you put it together in 2 seconds, and it's like, oh man, that makes so much sense. Maybe they were freaking drunk on the moonshine. They were able to take all this crazy stuff.
Right.
Maybe that's what it was, but it was.
I'm gonna have to check it out. I'm a sucker for that time.
Yeah, dude. Heck yeah.
I like that time. You know, in Gangster Squad, that's kind of one of the things that made me want to watch the movie, even though I didn't finish it. The whole, you know, 1940s, 1949ish, you know, 1940s Los Angeles was really cool, especially after I played L.A. Noire.
I never played that game, dude. I should have.
That game is great. Which is it's cool because in that game, Mickey Cohen, the character that Sean Penn plays, actually comes out in the game. You know, he's an actual real person.
Oh, really?
So yeah. So they kind of incorporate. Again, I'm a sucker for a video game or a movie that incorporates true events into whatever fictional story you're trying to show, and stuff like that is awesome. Keeping with the 1949 or the 1940s Los Angeles time frame, Frank Darabont, who directed the first the first 8 episodes of The Walking Dead, he's supposed to have a series coming up named L.A. Noire, which is based around that same time.
Right.
You know, and Frank Darabont, man, that guy, I mean, we're talking, he directed The Green Mile, he directed Shawshank Redemption, you know. So
the best movie in the world.
Yeah, exactly. You know. So yeah, man, it's gonna be cool to see.
Jesus, dude, the Shawshank Redemption has a 9.3 on IMDb, and this is a very unforgiving crowd on IMDb.
Right.
You know what I mean? They don't. I don't ever see people like you rarely see 9.3. I don't even. I want to just like there has to be a list of 9.0 movies and up, and I bet that list is like 5 movies on IMDb.
Right. Well, even on the, what is it? IMDb has the top 500 movies, the top 100 movies. Isn't the Shawshank Redemption number 1? Maybe someone in the audience can tell us.
Yeah.
You know? Okay, so Frank Darabont is coming to TV with the L.A. Noire series, but it's not called L.A. Noire anymore. The Mob City series with, the Frank Darabont L.A. Noire show is supposed to debut December 4th of 2013, so check that out on TNT. But same thing, you know, you got 1940s Los Angeles, so, and you know, same way Gangster Squad was put together, same way LA Confidential, one of the dopest, you know, cop dramas of our time.
Heck yeah.
You know, yeah.
And this guy does an amazing job. That's this guy at his best, man. What's his name? Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
That's Russell Crowe at his best right there.
Bro, the storyline in LA Confidential is so solid.
Yeah, heck yeah.
That's another one of those. It's on. I don't care if it's the last 30 minutes. I'm like,
Yep.
oh, guess I'm watching LA Confidential right now because it's just on.
Yes, dude. Yes, it is. It is really that good. It's funny. I was having a conversation with a few of my coworkers. And we were talking about Russell Crowe because one of my coworkers, I hope to bring him onto the show one day,
Right.
As a guest,
Definitely.
appearance here. He thinks that Russell Crowe didn't do that great of a job in Superman.
Right.
And it's funny. I saw Superman again yesterday.
Right.
Okay,
so this was your second pass at it, right? This
was my second pass at it. I was like nearly asleep, but I wasn't tired enough to notice that. Like, I think that Russell Crowe did an all right job. I mean, he didn't really have much screen time,
right,
to do anything other than how he did it. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Like,
I agree. I think the bits and pieces of him showing up here and there, I thought he did a solid job.
right? Yeah, heck yeah, dude. I mean, I liked it.
It's not Cinderella Man.
Yeah,
acting.
it's not exactly. It's not Gladiator,
It's not Gladiator, right.
but it's like, Russell Crowe.
He was icing on that. Okay.
Yeah, heck yeah, dude. And Russell Crowe's a solid actor.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. They added him as icing on that. I mean, you can't just throw a nobody into there. You got to throw someone solid. You got to, throw someone in there that's a strong supporting. Well, I mean, he's a lead actor, but he's supporting in this movie.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's versatile, so he can
Yeah.
support
Right.
if he needs to.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, man, definitely. Another thing, another person that I saw in there that was just like solid, as always, is just Kevin Costner.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
That is Kevin Costner's season.
I'm just like watching this movie and I'm just like, yo, this is like so natural to this guy. It's just like second nature.
Just that role, the father. Of
Right.
course, he's in a field. Okay.
Yeah,
of
dude.
dreams.
It's
This
like
guy,
you
he's
like to
yeah, I've
see
done
him
Field
in
of
that
Dreams.
setting.
I go ahead. You don't even have to tell me what I got to do. I already know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. Heck yeah, man. It's like Kevin Costner is synonymous with cornfields now.
Right.
It's crazy,
Right.
dude.
And me and a friend of mine that I hope to bring on the show one day, we was talking about he went to go see Captain Phillips, which he thinks is a solid movie, which we and you were talking about last week.
Yes.
As far as the Whisper campaigns and everything. But Tom Hanks, that guy now, man, he hits it out of the park no matter what. Now, there are a couple roles, like Cloud Atlas. Cloud Atlas bombed at the box office, man.
Yeah.
Even though Cloud Atlas was one of those, you look at the cover of it, you're like, wow, this movie's dope. Or you see the trailer, you see him like Tom Hanks riding around on some hovercraft looking thing in the future, and you're like, wow, man, this movie's the shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was based off the book, which a lot of people said was unfilmable. So, but my whole theory to that is, if you got Tom Hanks and the ocean, you got a winner. Okay, we're talking Castaway. We're talking Captain Phillips, which obviously a lot of people like. We're talking Joe versus the Volcano, which is kind of an older movie, but I believe that Joe versus the Volcano is kind of the reason he did Castaway, because in Joe versus the Volcano, he's on a little raft in the middle of the ocean, just like he is in Castaway as well. Right. I mean, what other does Tom Hanks touch the ocean or water in Forrest Gump?
Maybe when they're in I think he's like I think he walks through a lake.
That's good enough.
With his gun,
Oh yeah, that's right. Or the part where they're talking at the National Monument in Washington. Remember, doesn't he walk across the little ocean, the little lake pond thing?
Oh well, he actually, sorry, dude, he runs the shrimp boat.
That's right.
He runs the shrimp
You
boat,
see, what
dude.
are we
He's in
talking
there.
about?
He's at sea.
Shame on us.
That's
Okay,
crazy.
you see,
Yeah, dude.
this is my theory, man. If
Heck
you
yeah,
have
dude.
Tom
Yeah, you're
Hanks
right. You're right.
on the
Wow.
ocean, you gotta hit. You gotta hit, man. I'm telling you.
Now this is the ultimate hit here. So you put Kevin Costner, and he's a farmer, and then you put Tom Hanks, and he's a fisherman.
And that's it.
In the same movie, they're best friends. You know, they're best friends.
I
in
don't
the same
think we'd
movie.
be able to handle that. I think the world as we know it would just come to an end.
Yes.
Prometheus 2. The first Prometheus wasn't a lot of complaints on that movie. I thought the visuals were solid.
Yeah.
I love Predator. I love Aliens. So yes, if they do another Prometheus, they could only do better from the clusterfuck that the first one was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's cool with me, man. It says Ridley Scott is, the script is being drawn up as we speak. So they're taking it from the only thing that kind of rubs me the wrong way with that is Prometheus. Ridley Scott was quoted supposedly in the beginning saying that this movie is not about aliens. You know what I'm saying? That
Right.
It has nothing to do with the whole alien saga. And how can you say that?
Yeah,
Which
no,
he's
you can't.
since
I mean,
retracted
that's
his.
not especially after like when you see that one alien at the end. Like it's like, come on, dude, what are you saying?
Come on,
you know what I mean?
But
I mean,
I think he may have said that just to keep a lid on things. Now, how badass would it have been for people to go to watch this movie and not think at all that the movie had anything to do with Alien? You know what I'm saying? And then for them to see that xenomorph come out of nowhere.
Right.
But you couldn't do that because it already had Wayland, Guy Pearce's character, which is, just the name Wayland. Whenever you hear the name Wayland, you associate that with aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm happy to see that that part 2 is being written, man. That's cool with me.
I liked Prometheus. Yeah, there's a lot of holes in it. So many holes. I mean, that thing doesn't hold. There's just so many holes in that movie. It's crazy. But like you said, the visuals were beautiful, and it's entertaining, and it's sci-fi, and that's like my favorite genre.
Yeah.
I did see Mission to Mars again, and it's funny because the same way that they said that the engineers created the human race in Prometheus. In Mission to Mars, there's a part that I forgot, but the aliens actually created us.
Right. It shows
they
that
sent
little
their DNA over to when their planet got hit by some weird asteroid thing.
They sent the DNA and it hits the water and then it evolves from there.
Exactly.
Same thing like Prometheus.
And it's the same thing, right? It's the same thing in Prometheus. So, that was cool, and I was just like, man, it's funny how like they keep playing to this. But I like the different ways, like this one, it was kind of like this guy sacrificed himself by drinking that black goo, right? And then the other guys, they kind of just sent their a ship with their DNA in it that kind of did it, It's interesting. All that kind of stuff is really cool, and yeah, man. I mean, I'm curious to see what Ridley Scott can do with this second one.
They're gonna learn from what they did with Prometheus, what not to do, what route to take it. They need to be aware of what people liked and stuff like that, and then just keep on building on it. I mean, there's a lot of story there. That at the end, the main character, the girl, she takes off, and with the android's head or his body or whatever, going after the engineer. So I'm curious. Even though the movie, like you said, it had some holes, I'm curious to check out what else they can bring to the table with that. What we'll do is we're gonna be, the reviews, we'll send them out separately, similar to what we did with Gravity. You know, we just got to be on sync, and then film those. Other than that, man,
Yeah.
it's a good show. I want to invite you guys to check us out. Follow us on Twitter at Kenny Diaz, at Johann Diaz, and then check out the Google Plus page. It's under Teksitio Productions. We thank you guys for watching. Kenny, you have anything else to add?
Nope, that is it, man. Thank you guys for watching. We will continue to press on.
All right. We'll see you guys later. Take it easy.